My next guest, her name's Giada Valenti, and she's going to be performing at the Aronoff Center coming up on March 30th. Giada, it is a pleasure to have you on the program today. Welcome.
Good morning, Brian. It is my pleasure to be at your program.
And I guess to some degree we have Rebecca Prem-Grappi to thank. I understand you'll be spending some time with her.
Yes.
She's a great lady, as you know, and she's a huge supporter of this program and this show, and we love her to death. So you're in great company as you show up to Cincinnati, and I hope you enjoy your time here while you're here performing. Tell us about your show, Giada. What are we expecting at the Aronoff on March 30th?
Well, it's a beautiful romantic show. It's a lot of fun. I'm singing beautiful music, of course, of the 60s, the 70s. So the Beatles, the Carpenters, Linda Ronstadt. You just play You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, which is also another. Many people will not know it's an Italian song, but everybody knows the version, the English version. So it's a lot of fun. I share my life. I was born and raised in Venice, Italy, and I don't know if they had a chance to see it on PBS, but the show is called From Venice with Love. So we're sharing a lot of story growing up there and what it meant to me, and of course, because everybody knows Venice as the most romantic city, but I will share my story as a girl living in Venice and growing up in Venice. So it's a lot of fun. It's about the music, but they will sing along with me. They will dance. There are moments where I see them shedding the tears when I sing some Charlie Chaplin song, Smiles, and I share with them the story why I'm singing that song, remembering my grandparents. So it's a perfect concert for a date night.
A date.
Yes.
I was thinking that myself. Yes. Absolutely. The perfect date night. We call that a lock date night around here.
Yes.
So this mirrors your PBS show From Venice with Love, then, to a large degree.
Exactly. Yes. The concert was indeed broadcast by CET here in Cincinnati last December. So I hope they got to catch it there. And I'm bringing with me here in Cincinnati some incredible musicians from New York City. So what they saw on PBS more or less is what they're going to get tonight. But of course, I'm always say a live show is even more special because there is the audience, and that makes the show very magic and emotional and perfect and different every night. So I hope they all can come. There are still a few tickets available at the Aronoff Center. It's a beautiful theater that you guys have here in Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, so far, as you said, Rebecca, I never met Rebecca. We met each other on Facebook. I was looking for people of Italian heritage, just me, and I found her name, and I started to write to her, and she was incredibly nice. She said, of course I can help you, and she helped me to spread the word around Cincinnati to all the Italian and the Italian Americans, and also she brought me to you.
She did, and she alerted me yesterday that you were coming, and my only regret, I was so pleased to have you on the program today to let everybody know about this wonderful performance, and there are a few tickets available. It's Aronoff Center, taking place tomorrow night. You need to get to the show. But my only disappointment was that you are not in the studio with me right now, Giada. I would have really, really enjoyed that. If you aren't familiar with Giada, not only has she have an amazing award-winning voice, she's also a very beautiful lady, and this is going to be a celebration of Venice, your childhood, storytelling, and all these great singers and all these great songs from the performers we know. I know you live in New York now. What obviously spent a lot of time in Venice. What brought you to New York, and how'd you end up adopting the United States as your country?
Music. I'm also a songwriter. I write music, and 10 years ago, more or less, I got an invitation from a major record label that was interested in my music, and I decided to take the chance. I came here, and I fell in love with this country that I start to love like my own. I love the American spirit, the fact that you always embrace people of different nationalities and heritage. Everybody, especially in New York, seems like he's from somewhere else. And I loved it, and I decided to make my life here and to have a chance with my music. And I was lucky that indeed 2 years ago I was able to film my concert as a television special that is being broadcasted all over the United States by PBS more than 600 times since last December. So it's quite an accomplishment that I did, and that has been an open door for me to perform all around the United States and even to come to Cincinnati. I've been here last December for appearing on PBS, and it's a very, very pretty city that you guys have.
Well,
so.
we're again very pleased to have you in town. And what we've done, my producer has put a link on my blog page at 55krc.com. My listeners know how to get there to get tickets to the show. So go to my blog page right now, 55krc.com, and Giada Valenti, she's performing tomorrow night, Aronoff Center. You're going to love the show. And thanks for, again, spending time on the program with my listeners and me, and have a wonderful performance. Break a leg, as they say, Giada.
Exactly, and thank you so much for having me, Brian. And next time I will make sure that I come to the studio. I'm
Please.
sure that you're a good-looking guy yourself.
You're nice to say that. And I'll tell you what, you and Rebecca, I know you're going to go out to dinner tonight. You watch yourself. Don't go partying too hard now, okay?
No, we won't. And I hope you can make it tomorrow night as my guest. If you can make it, it would be an honor to meet you tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
What about that?
I may very well do that. Well, thank you so much, Giada. Great having you on.
Just let Rebecca know, and you'll be my guest, so I can hug you and thank you in person tomorrow night.
You're the best. Thanks again.